So hey there guys, how are you all doing? It has been a while definitely, but we're back here, and this is going to be the first episode of a three-part series which I'm going to do, which I'm going to call Buy, Play, Sell. Basically very simple. I just buy a team, play with them in a tournament, try to win it, and then I sell them on later for hopefully some profits. But I just want to give you some background why I started to do this. And by the way, all the 3 episodes that you're going to see, recorded them about a month ago, a little bit over a month ago. It was in the beginning of July, and yeah, I'm pretty much only getting around to edit them right now. But like I said, a little bit of background. I had barely played with any gold players up until like 2 or 3 months ago, maybe something like that. So what I started to do was to build a few teams with some gold players, some inform players that I never tried out, that I always felt like trying out just for curiosity. And in the process of doing so, I realized that I was making quite a bit of coins. So I decided to, wow, this microphone might be really high, I'm not sure. But on the process of doing that, I was making quite a bit of coins, so I decided to try to record some of these to try to show you guys. And I'm going to pause this real quick to check if the microphone is alright. And anyway, I'm back. It was all fine. I'm not sure what was showing on the levels of the microphone. But anyway, like I said, as much as I did enjoy playing with some of these gold players, before that I was playing pretty much with silver players and kind of underrated players and stuff like that. And I think, to be honest, that's how I have the most fun playing Ultimate Team. I mean, something that I find really rewarding is when like you're playing with some underrated team from a 2nd division or something like that, and then you beat a guy and he sends you a message like, who is that striker, who are those players, you know, and you know that you kind of open his eyes to try out some different players and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely enjoy playing with underrated players, but I also like to try out some of the sort of classic players that most people like to use from time to time. But we're just about finishing making the team, and just how I go about buying players when I'm making a team. Pretty much I buy the cheapest version that I can find of the player. And in this case, I already made a team on Foothead. I can probably try to leave a link, but I don't know for sure if I'm going to pick up an inform or not. Really depends on what prices I can find. Pretty much, if there's a good deal on an inform, I'll pick it up. But I've said this before, but I mean, if you really want to get the most out of your money, most likely the regular version will do just fine. But you know, if you're just making a team to sell a little bit later, you might as well sometimes pick up the inform, make a few extra coins. It might be a little bit better as well. And sometimes it might be even worth it, like I did with the Jared there, to pick up in the wrong formation, and the conversion process, let's call it that, will still be more profitable than, you know, buying everything in the correct place. But I'm sure that's pretty obvious to realize. But we're finishing up here, putting the team together. Only one player, which is the center back Cesar Navas. There were none in the 4-4-2 formation, so I ended up picking one in a 4-1-2-2. Later on, I'll buy one in the correct formation. But the total spent on the squad was 335k. So on to the first game here. We got a quick penalty in the start of the game, which is always nice. But this guy has an alright Serie A team. But this game was very weird. I mean, because I think he dropped his controller here for a bit, and the game was fine up until this point. But after I scored this goal, I think he paused it or something. But from that point on, it was the laggiest game I've ever played. And trust me, I've had my fair share of laggy games. But I don't know what was going on after that. But it was really laggy. You'll see on one of the clips later on, it was just freezing every 3 or 4 seconds. But he gets a nice free kick here with Snyder. That he's gonna put it away. But we're gonna get another. I mean, entertainment wise, I mean, the score was pretty good on this game, but it was really annoying to play with the lag. I mean, sometimes I feel like it's one of like my biggest issues with FIFA, because I feel like there in this go it's gonna be lagging like crazy. But yeah, I mean, lag is really definitely something that can get on the way a lot of times. In fact, I'll tell you a little story about Call of Duty. I mean, I used to play Modern Warfare 2, and I was pretty bad, to be honest, and I didn't think I was any good, and I probably wasn't. But then when Black Ops came out, for a few the first while I didn't think I was any good as well. But one day, like, I got host, and then I was like, I won like 5 3-4 hour matches in a row or something like that. Then I was like, maybe I'm not so bad, I realized how much of a difference, connection and lag makes a difference. Sometimes I wonder in FIFA how much of an issue it actually is for me. I don't know, but definitely nice fake shot there, and he just blashes it into the back of the net. Definitely a good shot, and that was how that went. And I was very happy that it ended. Said that he had to go to extra time, but the second match here as well was quite laggy. I don't know what was going on in these 2 first games. Something was going on. It was very, very weird. You can see how he got back inside, and how much I kept running, towards the end, to the sideline. I mean, my reflex is not that bad. So, but anyway, I think Gerard gets the ball here, and that's an easy strike for him. So yeah, let me quickly just give you like a review on this team, what I thought about them. But basically, I was playing the 4-4-2 formation, as you could see, and I've played the 4-4-2 formation a few times before, and it wasn't my favorite formation. It wasn't bad, but just wasn't my favorite. Sometimes I feel like it is too dependent on the CMs, and I think in this case it was a good choice in CMs, because even if you have like one player which would be a CAM and one player which would be a CDM, it's still kind of unbalanced, and one side is going to be more forward than the other. It's not going to be symmetric. So if the guy knows what he's doing, he can definitely exploit that. So I think the best way to go about in a 4-4-2 is definitely pick 2 CMs that are quite balanced and both play quite similar. In this case, with Hamsik and Gerard, both are very good going forward, got good shots, but both can defend as well. They can make good passes and stay back as well. They aren't too attacking and they aren't too defending. So I think in the end it worked out. Nice little combo on the CM spot for those two. So moving back to the defense, left back and right back, don't really have much to say. I would like to try the team of the year, Piszczek. I'm gonna go with that, with his name. He got some like crazy, I think all his stats are over 80 maybe. But we can see here, after those 2 games finished, I just go and buy a Cesar Navas in a 4-1-2-2 formations to get everybody on the 9 cam, and I just take a little break because the lag on the last 2 games was just crazy. I restarted my router, everything. I'm not sure what was going on, but it was fixed for the next 2 games, which is, quite a big of a relief. I mean, I was winning the games, but I was definitely kind of getting pretty stressed playing the games and stress and stuff. But Cesar Navas, the center back, he's quite good. I mean, he's faster than his card seems, I would say, but he's a little bit stupid maybe. Doesn't make the best sort of decisions and positioning and stuff like that. But Skirtle was really good. I never played with his regular version, but his inform was definitely good. Enough pace, strong, good on headers and corners, the whole deal. But both the wingers, Sinclair and Blaszczykowski, I think so. Both over 90 pace. Sinclair's got the 4-star skills, which is always nice. But pretty deadly combination. And up top, Suarez and Cavani. Great partnership. Both have about the same pace, I want to say, and pretty strong. But this guy in the finals here, you can see his team, just wonderful team he's got. But took me a bunch of times to start playing with him, but he eventually decided to play. But it's kind of funny. You see this guy with a team like this, you must think, oh, this guy is the biggest asshole in the world. He must fucking kill little children for breakfast. But at the end of the game, he sent me a message. Turned out he seemed like a pretty decent guy. It's kind of, sometimes we assume things about people just by the look of their team, and it's not necessarily like that. M6 once again doing some damage from inside the box. But this game, what I tried to do, I tried to keep possession, try to play a possession game, because I wasn't going to outrun him. I wasn't going to be able to play counter like he does here, putting walkout through. But that was the end of the score. It was 2-1 the end. Because he made me a message. He said good game, blah blah blah. I told him something like the ball runs faster than the players or something, just to try to give him a little motivational speech. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. But I think what now we're going to see is the sale of the players. So you can see we made a 30k profit, which is, I mean, not bad. It's not a lot, but still, just for making a team, selling them on is something to keep in mind. Not necessarily if you still want to do this for FIFA 12, because I mean you may not want to play it anymore, but just if you keep making teams and you do it with this right mentality, you will definitely always keep your coins moving forward. That is it for this first episode. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time, and bye bye.